Hi guys, welcome back to Chit Chat and Tea with Amanda Marie. I hope you guys are all doing good out there. Welcome to another video. Today's video is homemade orange pomander balls. I hope you guys join me in making this fun craft for the holiday season. So excuse my scratchy voice, guys. I don't know what's going on. I have like major allergies happening in my life. So I have a bit of a scratchy voice, but just bear with me. So yeah, pomanders are, I wanted to just kind of go through the origins of them real quick before I show you all how to make them. So basically, pomanders go all the way back to the medieval times. And as far as I could find in my research, medieval herbalists basically used pomanders, which were basically mixtures of like fragrant dried herbs in either cloth bags or perforated boxes, or even what might come to your mind is like, a charm that people would wear around their necks, like a big ball, like a metal, like cage ball type thing. And they would have the different spices and herbs in there. And that's something that might ring a bell to some people. So basically, they would use these in the medieval times, and they believed that they would ward off illnesses or even bring you strength, bring you good fortune is another belief that was very popular in those times. And so yeah, that's the origins from the research that I did that I could find. So basically, they became more and more popular. Obviously, that when the Black Plague happened, for example, they really came to the forefront. And like I just mentioned, people believed that these pomanders could literally ward off illnesses. So plus obviously, common sense would tell you that the spices and the herbs would help with the smells. And if you had it carried it on you all the time, whether in your pocket or it was hanging around your neck, you could, have that smell to help you, just to, kind of smell if you were in a situation where you were in a smelly place, for example. So, yeah. So anyway, really interesting, I think, really interesting history. During the Victorian years in the 1800s, they became more as what we know pomanders are today. So they became more of the one I'm going to show you all how to make today, which is the typical orange studded with whole cloves. And, that typically was done during Christmas season, and people would use them to decorate their homes, to decorate their trees. You can hang them in your closet. You can put them on wreaths. There's so many different things, you can do as far as decorating, or just using them for their, just for a nice scent in your closet or something like that. So I hope you guys join me. They're a lot of fun. They get you in the festive mood, and they're fun to make with your kids. They're easy. I literally made some. I had my 3-year-old daughter. She used smaller clementines, and she was making her own too. So it's really a great craft for families to do together. And they're easy to do. You don't need much to make them. I would suggest, the other thing I wanted to mention is you can either hang them up in a cool, dark place to dry out, and you can actually dry them out. Or if you decide you want to put them in bowls in like as a centerpiece or something, you just want to pop them in the fridge at night to preserve them longer, because they will get moldy after a few days. That's why if you want to dry them out, you can hang them in a cool, dark place, and they will dry out, and then they will stay, you can keep them for a much longer time. If you just throw them in a bowl, they're not going to dry out properly, most likely, and they're most likely going to get moldy. So, whatever you guys decide to do, that's up to you. So here we go. I'm going to show you all how to make an orange pomander ball. So I hope you guys join me, and let's get started. Okay. So let's talk about what you're going to need to. This is the finished product of the pomander that I made. I used some ribbon, and you don't have to put ribbon on it if you don't want to, but I wanted to. I thought it made it look pretty. So the one I'm going to show you does have ribbon on it. So yeah, that's my finished product. Nothing too fancy. All right, so obviously you need an orange. You need some whole cloves. You're going to need some ribbon. I already cut mine to size. I already measured it and cut a couple pieces to fit my orange. You're going to need a hot glue gun. I recommend a hot glue gun because the orange will shrink as it dries out, and if you glue the ribbon on the orange, it'll stay on better. You're going to need some type of a hook. I'm using a knitting hook. You could use a toothpick. You're going to need some scissors to cut your ribbon too. Yeah, so something with a sharp end to poke holes into the orange, okay? All right, so let's get started. Take your orange. I'm going to put the ribbon on first. Like I said, I already cut and measured my ribbon. I picked out a kind of like a Victorian lace looking ribbon. I thought it was time period appropriate. And I'm just going to take my glue gun, and be careful not to burn yourself. Glue guns get really hot. And I'm just going to put it around so that I'm covering up the stem and the bottom part of my orange, just like that. Yep. So yeah, I mean, I didn't do anything super fancy, guys. I just kind of kept it simple, No, there you go. Now I'm going to take my other piece of ribbon. Well, first I'm going to actually put some glue. Then I'm going to take my piece of ribbon and put it around so it crosses over. Yep. Now, I didn't actually go to the further step and put like a bow on top of my orange, which you can do that. I think it would look even cuter if you did. And also you can kind of do that and use that bow to hang it. You can use it to hang it on your Christmas tree or hang it anywhere. So that's something you guys could do too, is make a little bow on top so you can hang up your orange pomander. Okay, I'm just finishing up my ribbon, and voila, there you go. You don't have to use an orange either. Like I mentioned earlier, you can use apple, you can use a pomegranate, but I think orange is the best because orange is citrus. You could even use a lemon, a grapefruit. like I said, I gave my daughter some clementines. Now I'm going to start poking my holes. Like I said, you want to poke some holes before you put the cloves in, because I tried putting a clove in without poking a hole and I kept breaking my cloves. So you definitely want to do the holes before the cloves. Yeah, so now I'm going to put in my cloves. And you can do whatever design you want. You can get super fancy and do like any design, a star, a heart, whatever you want to do. You can get creative. And you can fill the entire orange up with cloves if you wanted to. I just kept it simple for this tutorial. So I'm just going down in a straight line. Yep. And now I'm just going to go across with a few more holes. And obviously, the more cloves you put in, the more scent you're going to get, the stronger fragrance you're going to get, and you're probably going to get a better chance of it not molding, I would think, because the more cloves in the orange, the more you probably won't have an issue of your orange molding. So I'm just going to do my next section here. And this knitting hook worked fabulously for this project. It was perfect. Yep. Fill in your holes with your cloves. So you just continue on, guys, filling in your holes with your cloves, and we are going to be on our way to finishing up. All right, guys, so here's the finished product. Here it is. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you guys give this project a shot. I don't think you'll regret it. I think you guys will really enjoy it just like I did. And it was a lot of fun making these old-fashioned homemade Orange Pomander balls and learning the origins of them. I really enjoyed this one. So guys, if you enjoyed this, please like this video. If you guys are enjoying my content, please subscribe. And I'm sorry again, I'm sorry about my scratchy voice, guys. Thank you for tolerating it. Thank you for sitting through this whole video, guys. And you know what? Happy Thanksgiving and happy holidays, guys. Until next time, God bless.